The moment I stepped into the Airbnb, I thought it would be a quiet, uneventful night. A soft lamp lit the entryway, warm hardwood floors gleaming under the glow. But then I saw her. She was standing near the living room doorway, arms crossed, eyebrows raised, and I felt my chest tighten in a way I had never expected. She was the hostess, yes, but there was something else, something electric in her stance, something daring that made my pulse spike instantly. Have you ever been caught somewhere you weren't supposed to be, and yet every instinct tells you don't want to leave? That was me in those first 30 seconds. She tilted her head slightly, her eyes scanning me like she could read my every thought. And I couldn't look away. My lips parted, trying to form words, but the silence between us was thick, heavy with tension, charged with unspoken desire. "You're staying here?" she asked finally, voice smooth but with an edge I couldn't ignore. My throat went dry. "Yes." I booked the room. I stammered, aware of how small and nervous I sounded. Her gaze flicked down my body, then back to my face, confident, commanding, playful, and entirely intimidating. She sighed, as if making a decision, and stepped closer. "Well, it seems you're not following my rules," she said, a sly smile tugging at her lips. And then, shockingly, she gestured toward the door. "You'll have to leave." My stomach dropped, panic twisting through me, but something in her smile made it impossible to feel just fear. There was challenge, teasing, and whether I wanted to admit it or not, an undeniable pull. I opened my mouth to protest, but before I could, her hand caught mine. Firm, warm, commanding. The tension in that touch was electric. Instead of pushing me out, she leaned in close, her breath brushing my ear. "But maybe if you stay, you'll do exactly what I want," she murmured, dominant, intoxicating. My knees almost gave way. My heart raced. I had been thrown out and simultaneously pulled into the orbit of something I could not resist. She guided me inside, her hand still holding mine, fingers wrapped in subtle authority. The Airbnb was small but cozy, soft rugs under our feet, warm lighting casting long shadows. Every movement she made radiated control and intention, and I felt a shiver run down my spine. I didn't want to step away. I wanted to follow every move, every command, every teasing glance. She closed the door behind us, leaving the night sounds outside, and the room suddenly felt intimate, private, forbidden. "Do you trust me?" she asked, her gaze locking on mine. My pulse raced. "Yes," I breathed. It was automatic. The word left my lips before my mind could protest. And then she kissed me. Bold, deliberate, commanding, yet tender enough to make me melt into her. Her hand cupped my jaw, guiding me into the kiss, claiming me in a way that was at once shocking and thrilling. I leaned into her, my hands tracing her waist, my body trembling with anticipation and longing. Minutes passed, or maybe hours, every touch, every kiss, every whisper building the tension between us. She knew exactly how to lead, how to dominate, how to guide me into surrender while making me feel cherished and desired. Her lips, hands, and eyes spoke the words her mouth did not. "You belong to me tonight." We moved through the Airbnb together, from the living room to the soft rug in front of the fireplace. Her dominance was steady, thrilling, a perfect counterpoint to my captivated submission. She brushed strands of hair from my face, letting her fingers linger on my skin, teasing, commanding, holding me close. I trembled, wanted, ached for every bold touch, every whispered command. She led me to the small balcony overlooking the city lights, and I felt the night air brush my skin as she pulled me close. Her lips grazed my neck, teasing, daring me, and I surrendered fully, letting her take the lead, letting myself feel the bold, forbidden intimacy we were sharing. The city below was oblivious to the storm of passion unfolding above, but I didn't care. Every inch of me was attuned to her. My heart, my body, my mind, all surrendered to the dominant pull of her presence. She kissed me again, long and deliberate, our breaths mingling, her hands tracing the line of my back, waist, and shoulders. The world had narrowed to just us, just this moment, just the electric connection of desire, control, and surrender. By the time the first hint of dawn painted the sky outside, I realized that this night, thrown out, pulled in, and utterly captivated, had changed me. She had taught me how intoxicating it could feel to surrender, to trust completely, to follow willingly. The Airbnb, the city lights, the soft glow of the lamp, all melted away in the warmth of her arms, the command of her touch, and the bold romance we had shared. And I knew, in that instant, that I would never forget this night. The night I was thrown out only to be claimed by her, surrendered to entirely and utterly, beautifully, hers.